Are we live? She's just walking away, not telling us if we're live or not.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's Eve. There we go.
Eve of the Eve.
Huh? Eve of the Eve. Eve. Good evening. Hope everybody had a awesome, joyous, whatever you want to call it, Christmas. Well, our Christmas wasn't too bad. The Johnson Christmas wasn't too bad. I know everybody that came over to my house got stuffed before they left.
Mm-hmm.
Just made an awesome dinner. So, so I know you filled your gullet full.
Yes. I was so full of ham. I'll be hammed up the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Don't say a word, Jessica.
I was waiting on foam forgeries to come around the corner. So hope everybody had a wonderful and wherever you're at in the world, whether it's rainy, sunny, snowy, whatever, wonderful Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope everybody got what they were looking for and what they were hoping to get.
Peace and unconditional love wrapped in a big red bow.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Max Shrek.
Yes.
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 Okay.
That
That is a Christmas movie, by the way.
yes, it is. So is Die Hard.
Yeah. And so is
Lethal Weapon. We were just watching a movie the other day. Rambo is a Christmas. Rambo, the First Blood, is a Christmas movie.
Yes, that's true. There's
I
tons
watched it. I watched It's a Wonderful Life the other day.
Mhm.
I hadn't watched it in a while. So,
All right.
the George C. Scott's version of
Christmas Carol?
Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tess had never seen them, so it was pretty cool.
I always had these two animated flicks that I always watch with Darren. One of them is Polar Express, and then the other one is the Jim Carrey version of Christmas Carol.
Oh, okay. Yes, a very good one as well.
Yes.
So, and no, we're just plugging these. These are good movies. Yeah. So you got Batman, you've got Die Hard. We're just throwing out some good Christmas movies.
I mean, back when
Silent Night, Deadly Night was another
back
good
when
one.
my company in TG, Missouri, used to have these Christmas parties.
Mm-hmm.
The one year the theme was that you had to come as a Christmas character.
You came as Batman.
I came as Batman, and they were like, "What Christmas movie is that?" I said, "Batman Returns, duh."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, well, yeah, you got a point." Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So yeah, I mean it's on the home front for Heroes for Kids, again, we are done for the year. So again, like I said, Happy New Year's Eve. And January, we're looking at starting out with a bunch of stuff that's going on. You didn't get your laptop out. Can you get your laptop just that way we can go over some of the stuff we've got in January? Or look on your phone. There we go.
Let's do that.
We've got Toyman up in Bridgeton. I'll give you the dates here in just a second. Steve, our guest from this, one of our artist guests from this year's Comic-Con, Steve Geiger, he will be here in Perryville in January doing a class at Villainous Grounds. It's awesome. It's how to draw comics. So it's wonderful. So right now we've got on the 12th, we've got the Toyman Show, Son of a Gun. Jess, can you bring me my glasses? On the 12th, we've got Toyman up in Bridgeton. We will have Lucy from Peanuts up, not we, but Toyman will have Lucy from Peanuts, the original voice of Lucy there.
Mm-hmm. What's her name? Madeline Cohn?
Melanie.
Melanie Cohn.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, dear. Hey, it's not blurry now. Then on the 25th, don't we have another one and something else in January besides the 12th and 25th?
Not yet.
Not yet. The 25th is VG's anniversary, Villainous Grounds. Villainous Grounds' anniversary on the 25th. And that Saturday, we will be having, or they will be having, well, us and them, I guess, because Heroes for Kids will be there in attendance off and on throughout the day. And are you pulling up their poster? That way I can look at it. Please. Steve Geiger will be there teaching. Yes, you heard me correctly. He will be teaching a class. That class is on how to draw comics. And entry fee into that is $120. It is a 4-hour class, lunch. I think there's a few other things that that goes along with it. I'm thinking, but Villainous Grounds is putting it on. Also was sponsoring it at Villainous Grounds there at center of town. So that's going to be awesome. And getting to hang out with Steve and his family again. And then let's see. Do we want to do February?
Well, maybe just...
Well, February. We'll say February 7th, Heroes for Kids will be down in Jackson for A Night to Shine. That is an awesome event. We go out and get to dance the night away with all our differently abled individuals. We have a blast at that event.
Karis got proposed to.
Yes, she did.
So...
Then on the 15th and 16th is SalukiCon in Carbondale. That will be at the Carbondale College, SIU College. So that's always a fun show when we go there. And that takes our January and February, and there might be 1 or 2 more that we're getting ready to place meet and greets and stuff like that we're getting ready to place in the calendar within January and February. So we'll let you guys know about that a little bit when they come up here within the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Also,
so to make occasionally just check the Heroes for Kids page.
Yeah, just check our Heroes for Kids website. Not the website, but our Facebook page to check out to see what our upcoming events are. And since you see it right here, go check, grab one of these. Which is our Heroes for Kids hype card. And as you see, it says Scooby-Doo. So one of our guests for this year is the talented voice actor
Scott Innes.
Thank you. He did Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, and a lot of our... thank you.
Elroy, Astro... He's done
Popeye.
Fred
Flintstone, yes.
I think he's even done Barney. Yeah.
So, check out, I don't want to do that too much because I don't want to check out the QR code on the back. Hopefully you can pause that. And if you pause it, check out the QR code, go to Heroes for Kids, Comiccon.org and check out all the latest. Again, I'm looking at it right now. You got Scott Innes. Philo Barnhart now is pretty cool. He drew for Disney. Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Pinocchio, and then
Secret of NIMH.
That wasn't
he didn't do it.
Disney, but you have Secret of NIMH. I think he even did the Black Holder. He even did a little bit on American Tail.
Yes.
But he also did Star Trek, the motion picture. He did some stuff on it as well. And one other thing that he did wrong. One other thing that he did.
Are you having a hard time getting in there?
Yes, I am.
Try it. Instead of 4 or 5.
This is phone forgery silent.
Oh, okay.
But Philo also did, Philo also did Star Trek. There are a lot of stuff. Look on his background. He did a lot of stuff on there, so, I mean, which is going to be awesome to hang out with Philo again as well. Scott Ennis, Scooby-Doo, Scott Ennis helped bring to life, after 1997, helped to bring life Papa Smurf, Popeye, Barney Rubble, Fred Flintstone, Boo Boo, Yogi, pretty much over 25 of our famous Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Scooby,
Yogi Bear,
Shaggy, Scrappy, so, I mean, the list goes on. There is his little bit of a profile that he's got there. That is awesome. So, yeah, getting to hang out with Scott Ennis, and then Philo. Pull up Philo. That pulled up. Maybe it's there. We go. Philo was a professional animation artist in full-length feature films of Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Rescuers Down Under, Secret of NIMH, Happily Ever After, and special effects for Star Trek, the motion picture. Philo has also worked on animated TV shows and video games, including Smurfs, 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, Jim and the Holograms, Space Ace, Super Friends Season 5, Dragon's Lair, and many, many more. So he worked on customer products for several years with Disney, and to this day you can find his artwork still being used on toys, books, and electronics, appliances, and posters. So that is awesome. So you've got Philo Barnhart, and you've got the awesome Scott Ennis. Right now, that is listed for our show. Get this back to, let's see, do we have any vendors listed yet? Heroes for Kids and Villainous Ground right now. Homepage. All right. So again, January 12th, Toy Man up in Bridgeton. Then you have January 25th, the VG anniversary, Villainous Grounds anniversary, VG for short. Then the February 15th and 16th is SalukiCon and Carbondale. So, and that pretty much slides us right there. And then in March, we're going to be all the way down in Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a real nice show from there. That's March 1st. That's going to be pretty cool. So again, for Heroes for Kids Comiccon, go to heroesforkidscomiccon.org, or you can click on it, stop the photo, stop that, and hit that QR code there. It'll take you right to the website. It's the same thing.
Yeah, they got the little.
Yes, it's got the little Heroes for Kids logo in the center of that QR code, so that's pretty cool. Did you hear the big news today? They casted another DC Comics actor for DC, another character for a DC movie.
Who?
Which it was almost a given. They casted Lobo.
And it was Jason.
Jason Momoa. Yep. Now he won't make his appearance though until Supergirl.
Okay.
So that they're bringing him in Supergirl. So
and it sounds like they've already got the script written for Supergirl.
Yeah.
And they're as soon as Superman all that's done. That's the next project.
Yeah, that is the next
working on.
Batman. Can you believe they pushed Batman for another year?
Yeah.
And from what I was reading stuff today, the reason is the script is not correct.
Well, I'd rather they do it right
Yeah.
the first time.
So James Gunn is not happy with the script. So he's either not happy with the script or that he's not happy with it and the script's not fully complete. So, well, I mean, it is what it is. But
if they push it back any further than that, they'll have to do a Batman Beyond with Robert Pattinson.
Well, from what I'm understanding, they're trying to push for a Tim Burton Michael Keaton team up for Batman Beyond.
That would be sweet.
They're still trying to push for it.
Okay.
So they showed a photo of Chandler for Green Lantern doing his Hal Jordan full beard, mustache. He's going the gritty, full bearded look. So he's good. They showed a picture of him today. While I was surfing the net. Yes.
Hi, Chuck. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jody. Hi, Wyatt.
Hello.
guys.
Hello.
And Dean Friedman said that is not why the Batman was pushed back. I have no idea. I didn't hear what she said.
He had said that
the script they didn't like the script. Well, it was either they didn't like the script wasn't fully completed, and they had to do some rewrites, and they had to restructure the script. That was the last I had read, and that was from James Gunn.
Jody said, yep, and Keaton said he'd do it, but only if Burton directed.
Yeah. But the Batman 2 is James Gunn said and that was in an interview with James Gunn was what I read me reading. So I mean, like I said, that was what I read just today. So but because it was in they did what was that? I was scrolling through. They had the highlight on Omega getting Castle Lobo, but then after I scrolled down from the Lobo story, it was something about then it had the stuff about the Batman 2 being pushed to 2027 because script issues, and then scrolling down a little bit more, it said that there's a possibility they're still trying to wrangle in, and again, more of an Elseworld type. So I don't know if it'd be something that. So yeah.
From what I gather, Gunn has been getting a lot of petitions from folks to say to bring Pattinson in, but he's still made it crystal clear he's not going to do that.
So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think. Well, from what I'm understanding. And Jess has got everything in there to be able to tell us what the stuff is. But from what I'm understanding, they're trying the Batman that's supposed to be playing in Gunn's DCU is supposed to be like in his early.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, Robin. Hey, Liz. But Batman Bruce Wayne's supposed to be like in his early 40s. Okay, maybe late 30s, early 40s. He's supposed to be he's supposed to be about five-ish years older than Superman.
Okay.
So is what I'm gathering.
Yeah, so probably around the age of Jensen Ackles or Alan Ritchson.
Yeah. So no, this is not a plug. This is just on Thursday.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they still haven't got that cast yet. What do you think?
They're talking about Reeve, the Batman being pushed back. Brave and Bold script is Brave and Bold. No, has not been. Yep, the Keaton. Let's see.
They have done some preliminary test shots of the costume, but they have not really gotten started very much on the Brave and Bold.
Yeah, Brave and Bold's not even in there.
They have no They have no script written.
It's on the whatchamacallit, the marquee. It's like slapped on the board, but there's nothing even written.
Right, there's nothing written. There's, I mean, they don't have a script written. They don't have a director. They haven't auditioned anybody, but they have started doing some costume design things to look and see what. Now, that's about as far as I've gotten.
I mean, I can't wait. Again, I've seeing all the stuff that we got in the Superman trailer. My thing is I hope that what we saw in the Superman trailer is. I hope we get everything that we saw in the Superman trailer. What we're going to see, because the problem with that is it's a different company that always puts out the trailers. It's not the company that makes the movie. Mm-hmm. So, because it's being the trailer gets made while they're in the cutting room floor, and which sucks because that means a lot of that. That's the reason why you go, well, that's not the trailer when you go see a movie at the movie house.
Right.
So hopefully that's definitely want to see Crypto. That was that. I mean, come on. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was the highlight, I think, of the whole. I mean, that has been the biggest talking point of everything. Crypto being cute and saving Superman.
Yes.
I mean,
by the way, the character that we were talking about with the U on the chest, that's Ultraman.
Yes, it is Ultraman.
Okay, it's
yes.
not Ulysses.
No.
Other people have said it's Ulysses. It's not Ulysses.
No. It has been confirmed. It is Ultraman.
Yes.
But who's playing it?
That's a good question. And
I've heard
rumors too, but
I have heard rumors, so I don't want to throw the rumor mill out.
Right. It would, if it's who we think it is, it would be suitable.
Oh yeah, it would be. James Gunn is trying to convince Matt Reeves to have Pattinson to be Batman in the connected universe. Rumor has it, that's why the Batman is being pushed back. There's not a written script.
Alright. This must be new.
That was just come out.
Not in script, but some people think the reason is because they might be trying to adjust to fit the connected universe, and it happens or doesn't, and will determine if the gets made.
James Gunn, everything that I've read from James Gunn says Pattinson's Batman is not part of the extended universe.
Right, I haven't seen.
I have not seen anything yet. I know there was talk of Reeves possibly trying to convince him to do it,
right.
But Gunn has stuck to his guns and said that he was not in part of the universe. Because
from what I gather, Brave and Bold is still going to get made.
Yeah, Brave and Bold still get made. They just
there's nothing halting that.
No, that is actually
on the docket.
Yeah, and yes, Fillion's bowl cut. Yeah, you can't. I mean, that other than the costume, other than his outfit, and I understand what they're doing with Fillion's bowl cut or costume, and the same way with Hawk Girl. It's The
Hawk Girl costume isn't bad.
No,
but if you look at the costumes, they all sort of look similar. So I'm thinking that by the end of the movie, we're going to see them in a different costume.
I think we'll see them in their more traditional by the end of the movie.
By the end of the
because
movie.
I got a feeling that Maxwell Lord, because I think that's who they're all under.
Right.
I think that's who is all there.
It's going to be like, it sounds like it's going to be something like the Ultimate from Justice League, only it'll be like a cross between Ultimate and Public Enemies, where Lex Luthor hires these guys and somehow Superman takes a hit.
Jody, I think you need to do Guy Gardner, and I want to see you come out with a blonde bowl cut.
Oh, yeah.
Jody, I think, even with that cocky looking, that look, Jody, I think you could pull that one off.
The funny thing is, if it was anybody but Nathan Fillion, I'd be like, oh, God, that's... No.
Oh, Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion,
yeah.
He's a great guy, so he's... Yeah, I think he can pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks kind of goofy with that hair,
but I mean,
that's Guy Gardner's hair.
Yes.
Now, I think it should be a little more red, but, yeah.
It's got that strawberry blonde.
Yeah. But he looks ridiculous with that bowl cut. So I'm sure he's going to be part of the comedy relief. I'm almost...
Has to be.
And, I was...
Jody, I have the attitude for sure.
That... So he shows up at Heroes for Kids Comiccon, goes to Guy Gardner, and moons everybody, and... No. Anyway.
But no, went and saw, now Jess and I went and saw Nosferatu over the weekend. Bill Skarsgård, yes, is completely unrecognizable in this movie as the Count.
The Count?
The Count, yes. I mean, it is...
One victim.
And another thing I liked about it is I heard somebody turn around, well, he didn't bite people in the neck. Because, again, if you always watch nowadays vampire movies, what do they bite? They bite the jugular in the neck.
Right.
Well, the theory on that is the reason why it could, not a spoiler because you see it in the trailers, but he bites in the chest or you see the bite marks on the chest is because it's closer to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's pumping.
Okay.
So that's where he bites. But no, Jess thought it was slow. I remember watching the original, the silent original Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
I know Jess is like, you sitting in a silent black and white silent movie. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
She just made a liar.
Jess has got a story about the movie theater. I played good and let her be the bad mom. She played Mama Bear at the movie theater. She did. Okay. Well, I'll start it off. We're sitting there and we're sitting in the movie theater. We've got our chairs. You know how we like sitting up top, very last row.
Right.
Okay. We're sitting up top.
Hi, Stan Walker.
Hey, Stan, what's up? I don't see that over here, but hey, Stan, what's up? Hope you're doing well and good.
Haven't seen him.
Yes, definitely say something on the chat. But Jess and I, we're just thumbing through our phone before. The previews haven't even kicked on yet, so we're just thumbing through our phone, playing games or getting on, and all of a sudden, 3 kids come running in. I mean, maybe
teenagers. They were teenagers.
Late teens.
Mm-hmm.
They could drive at least one of them could.
Right.
Okay. They come running in and they get up there top row and they're sitting on the far right of us, all the way up against the wall.
There's probably 4 or 5 seats
So
between
we're
us.
sitting here and now we get into the lights are starting to dim a little bit and we're going to the preview. So at this point you shut your phone off and you watch the previews, right?
Right.
Okay. So we're sitting here watching the previews. And these kids over here are still playing on their phone, making ignorant noises, and the whole 9 yards. Well, now the theater lights go down. Now, Jess and I, at this point,
We're getting irritated.
And we're saying, we would look over and go, really? Or do something like that, not really get up and go confront them or anything, but just advise them that, and there was a couple other people in front of us that were doing the same thing. Nobody was really approaching the kids, but they were showing we were showing our disgruntledness, I guess you could say, with their actions in the
Casting dark looks at them.
Yes. So here we are.
The people that were sitting in front of them just turned around and looked at them.
Yeah. Now we're getting it. Lights go down. The movie starts.
We're a good 20, 30 minutes into the movie.
And they're still... and they're doing all ignorant stuff, playing on their phone, whole 9 yards. So Jess just lowers her seat. She gets up on the edge of the seat, and I know exactly what she's doing because I just kick back and I'm going to watch. So
yeah.
She plays Mama Bear. She gets up.
Oh, I walked over.
Walks over. And go ahead.
I walked over to him and say, this is the 3 seats. I get about here, and I turn around and I said, gentlemen, we are here to actually watch and enjoy the movie. Would you kindly shut up so we can hear it?
Yes, ma'am.
That was exactly what I got.
She comes over.
Did they shut off the phones?
We didn't hear.
30 minutes later, they left the movie.
Yeah, but 30 minutes later, they got up and left. I mean, to the point, it was...
They were scared of you. We don't
I
have to see some...
had enough.
I turned around
I
and
should have had some vampire things in.
And then,
Mama didn't need it.
then when we left the movie, one of the workers down there was coming in to clean, and we told her, yeah, good movie. We just had 3 kids up there that was showing their butt. And he turned around and was telling her what happened. And I very politely said, gentlemen, we're here to watch the movie. Would you kindly shut up so we can hear it? I was nice about it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
I kept a very even tone. And she said, well, you could have come to us. I said, had they kept it up, I would have.
Mm-hmm.
I was giving them an option.
Yep.
I was informed I was the queen.
Yeah. Hey, Adrian, how you doing?
Hey,
So, yeah. But no, it was...
So, yeah.
So, yeah, Nosferatu, again, not probably one of Jess's favorite movies. She did like it.
It was good. It
was slow.
Dracula better.
Now, I will say this. Parents, research your dang movies.
Do not take children to see this movie.
I mean, do not take your children to see this movie. There is nudity. There is sex in the movie.
It is rated R for a reason.
I mean, we were seeing kids under the age of 10 walking out of this out of the movie
with no parent,
with parents.
With parents.
With parents.
Oh my gosh!
I'm like, this is a horror movie, and I was just like, oh, come on. And right next door, well, they were playing Moana, or
Moana 2?
Yeah, they were playing Moana 2, or one of the other movies that was out. And they could have taken their, I mean, I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
I mean, these are little kids. I mean, full frontal nudity and stuff like that in this movie, and sex scenes, and I'm just like, not real explicit sex scenes, but you could tell what was going on.
Right.
I mean, you're just like, it's like, really? It's like, this no. But yeah, I was like, quite literally. I wanted to say something. I wanted to slap a few of the parents, but it was like, what the heck? I didn't want to get kicked out of the movie theater.
Now, here's the funny thing. You've seen the Creature Commandos, right?
Yes.
Okay. People's heads getting blown off, holes in their torso, graphic sex scenes.
I would not have somebody under the age of 16 watching
Right.
it.
As it is, my daughter walked into the room while I was watching it, and she was like, okay. And she turned around and walked out. It's a little too much. And I'm like, that's...
Yeah, I mean, she's 19 though.
She's 18 almost.
She's 18, almost 19.
So,
If she wants to watch it, she can watch it.
Right.
Same way with my daughter. My daughter's 19.
Yeah.
If she wants to watch something on TV, she can watch.
My problem is being the dad, I'm just like,
In your own house, that's one thing.
right.
I mean, but if I'm not home and my daughter kicks on a movie, then
you know, then I got to.
I wouldn't watch.
It's no more raw than what you saw in the Deadpool movies. But
children shouldn't be going to see that either.
Yeah, that's right. Children and no matter how old she gets, she's always going to be my kid.
Right.
So I was just like, yeah, well, So it's something I've had to.
You're not going to sit next to your daughter and watch an adult movie. I mean, it just, not going to happen.
Right.
But
yeah. So, how's it going?
Going pretty good, Adrian. Hopefully
Yes.
you're doing good as well.
Yeah.
But no, we've got, but no, Nosferatu, it was good. It was a good movie.
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. No, again, Bill Skarsgård, completely unrecognizable as the Count. William Dafoe's in it. Johnny Depp's daughter's in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, again, I like vampire movies, and it was a vampire movie that, if somebody asked me to go see it, I'd go see it again.
And Skarsgård is like, nowadays is Vincent Price or Bela Lugosi.
Oh yeah, I mean, everything. Yeah.
I wonder if he's related to the other Skarsgårds.
Yes,
like Tarzan, and
yes,
they're like all brothers.
that's brothers.
Yeah,
brothers.
They're like the new Baldwin brothers.
Okay, their dad is in movies as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a family business.
Pretty much, yes. 3 brothers and the father, all in the movies.
Right.
So, I mean, heck. Other than that, said looking forward to a lot of good movies coming out this next year.
Mm-hmm.
Just watched, are you a Van Damme fan? Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
Okay, he's got 2 new movies on Netflix. Just watch them. One's Kill 'Em All 2.
Okay.
The other one, it came out Christmas Day. I don't remember the name of it though. Sorry. But both on Netflix. No, one's on Hulu, one's on Netflix. Both of them were real good movies.
He can still kick butt.
He can definitely still kick butt. And then now we're watching a TV show called
Designated Survivor.
Designated Survivor. It is about it is a TV show that has Kiefer Sutherland in it.
Okay.
Okay, and he is this TV show was back in 2019. Okay, so before the pandemic. Got Kiefer Sutherland in it. He is, Secretary of State?
No.
Housing
Secretary.
Secretary of Housing. Okay. And gets fired.
Okay.
Okay, he's working in the White House as Secretary of Housing. He gets fired. And they have this is all first episode. They have Congress, the dinner where all members of Congress is at it?
It wasn't a dinner, it was the State of the Union.
Okay, State of the Union address. Okay, I was in a restroom at this point. So the State of the Union address is going on. They've got all members of Congress, and it goes kablooey. Literally.
Okay, and
everybody dies. Everybody dies, and even though Kiefer Sutherland's character was what do you call it? Fired.
He was not officially transferred to a different area.
Yeah, because he was not officially transferred to a different area, and he was basically fired. And because everybody.
Nobody knew that he'd been fired yet.
Right. And because of everybody, he was being reassigned. Okay. So because of everybody being at the State of the Union address, all members of Congress and everybody being at the State of the Union address, President, Vice President, the whole cabinet, everything, all of them perished in the Capitol bombing.
Right.
Okay. It ends up putting Kiefer Sutherland's character, who is an architect, basically, that the president and him were friends. Like it's listening to some of the dialogue, him and the president were friends on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
He's a successful architect. The president gets appointed president, and he brings him in. He hires him in as a Secretary of Housing. Okay.
Housing and Urban Development.
Right.
Yep.
So that's basically how he gets into the White House. Well, people are basically, he gets dismissed or he's getting ready to be relocated. He doesn't go to the State of the Union address. The bombing happens. And then all of a sudden, now you've got what's basically a nation with no government. And he now... Now they walk up to him and go, please put your hand on the Bible. You are the designated survivor.
Because there is a listing
right
in the Constitution that if the president cannot do it because he dies, the vice president does it. If the vice president can't do it, the Speaker of the House does it. If the Speaker of the House can't do it, then they start going into the cabinet.
Right.
Yes.
And well, he is the only one left living.
And usually the Secretary of State would come after the Speaker of the House, and then after that, then it would be one of the other lesser-known secretaries. But the very last one that they would go to is the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development.
So he is now appointed as President of the United States.
Okay.
To basically bring back Congress.
Okay.
And the first, we're in 8 episodes. No, we're about 11 episodes in or something. We're almost through the first. They end up finding a survivor who was one of the congressmen. All hell breaks loose within the first 10 episodes.
Right.
Of this TV series. Yeah, within the first 2.
Okay.
You got people, not my president crap. You've got,
he has arrested the governor of Michigan for,
insurrection, basically.
Treason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He would not obey a direct order from the president.
You're literally sitting here going, oh my God.
Then the Michigan National Guard also refused to follow.
Uh-oh.
So the general of the National Guard in Michigan was also arrested.
Lord.
Yeah, he fired the, at one point, he
fired the operations general.
Yeah, the operations general at the White House.
Oh, like one of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
Yeah, yes. He walks in, he gets an alert that an attack's about ready to happen.
Because the general authorized an attack that the president didn't.
Yeah, he authorized, and he walked into the war room, and he goes, who authorized this? And the general stands up and says, I did, sir. He goes, after a little bit of a word exchange.
Basically, the little thing was when there's a snake in the kitchen, you cut off the head.
That's what the general tells the president, right?
And he turns around and he says, this is my kitchen and you're the snake. You're fired.
Goodbye. You're fired.
Ooh.
It was just like, boom.
Your duties.
Yeah.
And it was just
that's a killer to a military.
Yeah, but it was just like, I'm just watching this like, wow. It's a good show. Kiefer Sutherland. It's one of them. They had, for instance, they're getting into finding out who bombed the Capitol. And
there ended up being one survivor at the bombing.
Yeah. Well, as they're trying to find out who bombed, they come across this terrorist organization. And they're like, we've got it. It's 75% accurate. This is who is saying we did. See, look, here's a video. President's sitting there and he goes, it's not good enough. He goes, what do you mean it's not good enough? How much certainty do you want? He goes, I'm giving you 75%. How much more certainty do you want? And as the president's walking out of the war room, he goes,
how much
25.
more do you want?
Yeah, how much more do you want? He goes, 25, and then keeps walking.
He wants 100%.
He wants 100% before he sends in troops to go blow up.
Something. Yeah. Which kind of makes sense.
Right. He's playing it. If there's a strike, he's like, I want to know. He goes, I want to know 100% certain that I don't want any lives lost.
Yeah,
I don't want. He goes, and if I can take this guy to where we can question him. I want to take this guy to where we can question him. Everything he's doing is, I mean, you're just sitting here going, okay. I mean, he's taking it slow, methodical. Not methodical, but. And
here, in the first 100 days, from the State of the Union, first 100 days, the Capitol building is blown to bits.
Mm-hmm.
There ended up being one survivor. The designated survivor is made president. There is a secondary attack. Someone trying to shoot up the White House.
Mm-hmm.
There's a vice president finally anointed. There's treason.
There was that left two members of Congress.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure which one you can trust because they were both kind of shady.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they ended up vetting the one for VP.
Mm-hmm.
When he gets sworn in, the president gets shot.
Mm-hmm.
Wounded, not killed.
So which puts the vetted
The
VP
brand new sworn in VP
gets
as acting president.
25th Amendment vote to put him as acting president
Right.
while the president is going in for surgery.
Right.
All within the first 100 days.
There's been kidnapping of deputy director of the FBI's son.
Oh my gosh.
They come to find out there's treason inside the White House, and nobody that he's trying to get put on as Congress.
Mm-hmm.
The governors are not wanting to work with him because
he was appointed.
there was a whole lot of FAFO. And they found out when FAFO happens, Governor of Michigan was the one that got arrested.
Yeah. Nobody, basically, they don't trust him and they don't believe in him because, again, he was a Secretary of Housing.
Right.
24 hours ago. And he has no...
Sounds like King Ralph American style.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, wow. But, you know, it's one of those things...
And his wife is an immigration attorney.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I mean, but again, it's one of them that it keeps you drawn to it. It's Kiefer Sutherland.
Right.
So, but, I mean, it's like, wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like, wow. I mean, and he gets into it, and there's times that you look at it, and like I said, he's getting into this, and he's like, okay, I'm way over my head, I have to leave, and he'll get up. I mean, it's like he walks in on his first day, and he's getting blasted.
He turned around and walked out.
He's getting blasted by everybody because it's like the day after the bombing,
right?
And he's getting blasted by everybody of his staff, and he's like, well, what about this?
He's got to rebuild the cabinet.
Yeah, that's not. And he's like, well, what about Ground Zero? What have we found out about this? And everybody's, and then everybody's still talking over him and everything. He just closes his book, walks off and goes through one of the doors, and it's just like they all stop as the door goes click, and he just leans up against the door. And then he looks over and sees his chair. It says Secretary of Housing.
Uh-huh.
And he walks over and goes sits in. This is like within the first 10 minutes of the show.
Right.
He walks over, and when his Joint Chief comes walking in, and walks in like, sir, you okay? And he's sitting in
one of the
his
Secret Service members.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was one of the Secret Service members. He comes walking in, and he's like, "Sir, are you okay?" And he's sitting in his housing chair,
right?
And he's just like, we got papers scattered in front of him, and he's going through papers. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." But it's a really cool show. So.
But that leaves so many questions. Whenever a president is at an event, it doesn't matter if it's a room full of congressmen or whatever. There's going to be Secret Service there. How come the Secret Service did not catch this bomb?
It explains it.
They go into that.
They go into it. I don't want to give.
You don't want to get too much.
I don't want to get too much into it. I just want to get people hyped up to watch it because it is designated
Survivor.
Designated Survivor. And it's an awesome show. It's on Netflix, or at least the first 3 seasons. If it goes more than 3 seasons, I don't know, because I was looking for a new series, movie series and stuff, and I originally thought it was a movie series. So I clicked on it and I was like, oh no, it's a TV series. And we started watching it and said, oh, heck with it, let's try it. And I've always liked Kiefer Sutherland's acting. Mm-hmm. And it was one of them things. I mean, heck, I was drawn into Kiefer Sutherland in Young Guns.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, as Doc Sherlock. So, come on.
Yeah. We got to figure out where the rest of the episodes are at.
Uh-oh. How many seasons?
Designated Survivor.
Designated Survivor. Where's the rest of it at? Probably on Amazon or Hulu or not Amazon or Paramount, probably.
Let's see.
Netflix has the first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
It's probably on Paramount.
Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. Just saw something about Season 4. Oh, hold on. May have been on.
Oh, okay.
Is there.
But no, want to say again, we're dropping people. Who all else do we have on here? Please say hi. Please say something. If you have any questions for us, we're going to probably...
Only 3.
Huh?
Only 3.
Only 3, okay.
Due to contractual issues and logistical challenges, Season 4 ended up being canceled.
Ah, okay. Darn it. Okay. So, 3 seasons. We're going to keep this one short tonight because, again, it is New Year's Eve of Eve.
Right.
Eve. So, again, you got Easy E, it's EVE.
Okay.
What are you doing? What are your plans for New Year's? New Year's Eve or tomorrow evening?
I haven't really.
Kicking it with Karis and watching the ball drop.
Usually.
Well, I can't say that. You came over here last year or the year before.
Right. I mean, I think last year was Karis and I stayed up until the ball dropped, and then we both went to bed.
We had a few people over. I think Annie and Craig come over, a couple friends of ours. Mm-hmm. I think they came over, and they left by 10 o'clock because the Rugrats started getting antsy and stuff and getting tired, so he left. So they had to leave.
Right.
I think this year, I was looking at a couple New Year's Eve parties. Mm-hmm. And again, with New Year's Eve being tomorrow, please be responsible. Have a designated driver if you're going to drink, or get you a hotel if it's one of them hotel things right at the, if it's at the venue and it's a hotel, get you a room. Mm-hmm. Please, we want everybody to buckle up, be safe, and arrive home alive.
And a big shout out to my mom and dad, who tomorrow is their anniversary. They will have been married for 64 years.
Awesome.
I saw your mom today.
Yeah, did you?
Yep.
Wow.
I got to tell you to behave. She said, well, I'll try. I said, yeah, you put him and Lonnie together and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. She's been trying for 61 years. That's not going to stick, okay? I'm
she
sorry.
said, yeah, when those two get together, they're a handful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Said, yes, they are.
High five on that one. Okay. We're doing our job. That's all that matters.
I still think it's funny that when they go into the senior center, the lady that runs the place, she comes up and she.
You know who that is, don't you?
Who is it?
Scott Freeman's wife.
Oh, okay. So anyway, she comes up and she's like, so is Dennis still is he still Batman? And Mom goes, yeah, he's still Batman. And then Dad goes, no, he's not. He's Captain America. They argue about who I am. Dad wants to talk to his veteran buddies and say, yeah, my son's Captain America. But Mom, she's like,
Well, it's not as Batman.
Batman. He goes, yeah, but we're still alive.
But no.
So, but anyway. But according to Mrs. Freeman, we're both very good boys.
Okay. But no, Jess and I were looking at trying to find like a party to go to this year.
Right.
But everything we found, we found some pretty cool parties. Stretching from St. Louis to, St. John, St. Louis, St. John. There's a couple in town. There's also, all the way down to Memphis. We were just looking through the whole thing. Just but we were looking within just a couple hours because we both have to work tomorrow. So it was one of those, so it was one of those things, working, coming home, getting cleaned up,
yeah,
and then going out. Well, we did, but everything, if we would have known that when Jess was looking for them and we were going to get tickets, a lot of those events that we were seeing all were ticketed events. So, and it pretty expensive. So next year we're looking at possibly doing something like that, doing a ticketed event. But I think there is, one or two places that is doing a non-ticketed event tomorrow evening. And I think Jess and I are going to somewhat dress up for tomorrow night, and not real dressy, but not dressed to the nines, but
not tuxedos and ball gowns.
No, maybe no. I'll
more
wear
like polo and
I'll wear a slacks and a button-up shirt or something. But go. There's a place. I think there's a couple places in town that are doing New Year's Eve parties that aren't ticketed, and it's come and go as you please or whatever it is. A couple live bands. So Jess and I may do that tomorrow evening, and watch the ball drop with a bunch of total strangers and that from around town. So. Or we're going to walk in and go, "Aren't you? You're Superman!" And then it'll go from there.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I take a bunch of
masquerade balls or anything.
Actually, a couple of them were masquerade balls that we were looking at.
But they're ticketed events.
Yeah, they're ticketed events. To the point of $100 plus.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
No.
One of them was $500 a person.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And that was
also included hotel room, dinner, drinks.
Yeah, that was a night at the hotel. Dinner, drinks.
Is that up in St. Louis or something?
I wasn't at the one in St. Louis because the one in St. John wasn't that much. But yeah, it was. So yeah, it was. But yeah, it was like $500 a person. I was like,
a little pricey.
Yeah, that's almost a vacation. That's a vacation.
That's $1,000 for just the two of you to go.
Yeah,
that's too much.
Just the two of us. No, what I'm trying to get her to do is we're looking. We like trying every year. We trying to take a couple trips outside of doing stuff with Heroes for Kids.
Right.
Hey, Rachel, how's it going? Hey, Chelsea.
Hey, Rachel.
We tried doing a few things outside of Heroes for Kids. So we saw, we like going down to Knoxville or Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. We didn't get to do that this year. We're going to try doing that next year. And another one this year, instead of going down to Knoxville and that area, we went down to Eureka Springs. And while we were walking around, saw beautiful hotels. But there's one downtown Eureka Springs. And I'm trying to convince her for a room at this hotel for 3 nights is not bad. And it's called the New Orleans. And the rooms, out of the 3 hotels I looked at down there, I fell in love with the New Orleans because it has that aesthetic look to it. And yeah,
you're going to dress up as Gambit, walk in and go,
"This is my place.
This is my place. Get on around here."
But
we're gonna have
and she's in there looking it up now.
We're gonna have fun here, Chef. I guarantee.
So, but no, we're trying to find a few places to.
Rachel saw the same movie you did.
Yes. Rachel said she loved it. So
Okay.
I think, Rachel, I should have went with you to the movies instead of Jess. You enjoyed it more than she did.
It wasn't bad.
Rachel has kind of a dark side anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah. Which
Her dark would match my
so
dark.
when I heard she went to the movie, I'm like, this does not surprise me.
Her dark matches my dark.
Mm-hmm.
Jess's dark lightens my dark.
She is the light of your life.
Yes.
That sounds good. We'll go with that. That would be the light of your life. You married her.
So, but no, the movie was good. It was. Again, Bill Skarsgård was unrecognizable, and
Like
again,
most of his movies.
why they brought in parents need to be slapped. I'm sorry.
Hmm?
Parents need to be slapped. I'm sorry.
Bringing kids in. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just, don't get me wrong. I can see taking your kids to get them adjusted to horror movies, but
Start out with something light like Creepshow
Yeah.
or something.
start with Supernatural.
Yeah. Yeah. But
But oh my god, it was. But no,
next I'll be taking 5-year-olds in to see porn movies or something. Nowadays, I don't
put it past any
know
parent
why
nowadays.
parents do that. I mean, just like when I went and saw,
I mean,
what
I
was it,
saw Nightmare.
Saving Private Ryan. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
When I went in there, people were bringing in their 3 on down. They've got gunfire and people exploding. Kids are crying, and I'm like,
Yeah, it makes
why
it
did you bring your
completely.
kids in this?
Yeah.
You didn't
Um,
want it.
But no, I went, I saw the original Nightmare on Elm Street at a drive-in.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I can't say too much because, but I was with friends when I went and saw it.
Right.
I wasn't with my parents because I knew my parents wouldn't take me to go see it.
I miss drive-ins.
Oh, yes, I do. But no,
Yeah, so you could take your girl to a scary movie, and then because she didn't want to watch the scary stuff, you didn't want to watch the scary stuff either.
No.
If you catch my drift.
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. But no, with it, Christmas Eve.
Yes.
New
Year's Eve.
Christmas Eve. Okay, New Year's Eve.
Only 360 days till Christmas.
So with it being New Year's Eve.
Right.
Again, everybody, if you're traveling tomorrow and on the 1st, please be careful.
Designated driver.
Designated drivers if you're drinking, or just get a hotel. Because again, you never know when tomorrow's is going to be your last. That definitely.
Right.
And again, for those that this is always a hard time for people, that this is a hard time for people of this year. And I said that wrong again. Always remember, if you need someone to talk to, contact somebody, please. Also, we have the Suicide Crisis Hotline, which is 988. Contact it as well. You never know. Could always mean something to somebody. You always mean something to somebody.
Right.
So
If you're in crisis, they can get you the resources
Yeah.
you need.
So again, Happy New Year, everyone. We definitely love everyone. We look forward to we've got 5 people on. If people want to talk, we'll keep going. Mama, are you watching this? on your end? What is people saying? Nothing?
Last thing I see is Adrian's remark.
Okay, I see Chelsea and Rachel on. Anybody have any questions before? Because we're going to get off of here with being 8 o'clock, and again, everybody's trying to still getting things ready for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, we're going to close this one early tonight.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
yeah, go ahead,
to
Dennis.
the family of President Jimmy Carter, condolences on your loss. He was a great guy. And
Oh, hi, Jackie.
hi, Jackie. And,
Hello, Jack.
Nelson.
Hey.
And happy anniversary to Mom and Dad. And
Yeah.
and they gave birth to a legend and his little sister. So
You have a brother we don't know about?
the comedic stylings of Jessica.
No, but no.
Jokes by Jessica.
Yes, but no. Get you a designated driver if you don't have one. Be safe traveling tonight, or not tonight, but tomorrow.
Yeah, don't be safe tonight.
Well, be safe. Safe every night. But be safe driving tomorrow. Everybody enjoy and have a good time. Don't do anything that we wouldn't do, and if you do, make sure you're good at it when you do it. From Heroes for Kids, from our family to your family, we want to wish everybody all together Happy New Year.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. Love you all. Have a Happy New Year.
Yeah.